Hey Stampers, well it's Thursday where I am, you'll be watching this on Saturday. My tablet has started kicking in a little bit, it's not fully working yet, but I still wanted to keep my mind occupied. I've just been sitting watching videos most of the day, but I just seen Sam Clayton make the most beautiful little, oh what's it called, it's not little, it's actually the double embossing folder holder. So, and I've done embossing folder holders before, the little double ones, well, yeah, you've seen them, these are what they are before, the ones I made, with two little boxes on the side. So I've made these before, with the open at the bottom, like that, so you can separate them as well. But the one Sam made is absolutely gorgeous, so I thought I'd make it for you two, you lot tonight. We're using all the stamps, the ones I've bought myself that have been absolutely too big, the ones that have been gifted to me. Somebody gifted this to me at Christmas, and this one, and I can't remember the name, so if you can leave me a comment saying flowers and sun and snowflakes, you leave your names, I will write your names on. These are ones I've had for a while, I've bought off eBay. They're non-Stampin' Up, most of them. This was gifted by the lovely Gloria Jordan. And this one is another doll. I think I had this one off eBay, I'm not sure. This is off the gorgeous Denise Whitehurst. That one with the three little flames. This is old and retired. This is my brick wall one. I didn't buy the Stampin' Up one. And these lovely little ones by Gloria again. I think that one was mine off a free magazine somewhere, or somebody sent it me, I can't remember. But yeah, so it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And I'm using retired papers, and oh, these are well old and retired, the Brads. But it's gorgeous. I absolutely fell in love with it when I saw it. And all credit to Sam for this. She is an amazing crafter, bless her soul. So I'm going to make another one, because on the other side, then when I attach it to this one, and I just drop one on the floor. Oh, my back. I'm going to put in the stamp sets. Not the Stampin' Up stamp sets, but, you know, the ones like, and the gifts that were gifted to me. Like these off the gorgeous Susan Hammond. This one by the gorgeous Stella Morris. And these by Denise the Fisherman. And the stamps that I've received. I'm gonna use this on a card one day. And this, the stamps I bought today, well, I bought. So I'm going to make another one to go in the opposite side, so I can keep all my gifts off people together. And I'm going to stamp that on my shelf and make it look beautiful. And this is why I've stamped thankful, grateful, blessed on the front, because I truly feel thankful, very, very grateful, and truly blessed by each and every one of you that have seen the goodness in your heart to send these items, and they are truly, truly appreciated, and I love them. I'll stop it now, I'm filling up. But yes, thank you. So I'm going to have my gifts. I'm going to make another one and glue it to the back, and it's got a lovely little emblem. It's not very strong, but you never know, two together may hold it stronger. So we're going to make another one for the other side, and it's going to have the same sentiment on. I have gone ahead already and done the front, and I've used the Paisleys and Posies designer series paper, but I just love that. If they were going to retire anything, retire the set, I don't care, but fetch this bit back. It's absolutely, it just means so much. So I'm going to put my stamps that I bought myself today, which is the star, the baby, Mr. and Mrs. and these little ones. And these gorgeous ones as well. And these little gifts in the back. So they can all stay together perfectly there. And if needs be, if they do grow any bigger, we can make some more, can't we? So thank you, Sam Clayton. Absolutely. absolutely perfect little project. And look, my little ones stand at the side there. It's just so cute. So let's get going. It's not a major big project tonight. I do apologise. But like I'm saying, this piece, I have put tape on the back ready. This is the front panel, and this is 3 1/8 by 5 7/8. The designer series paper is 3 by 5 3/4, and I used a piece of the foiled, see how beautiful it is on the back of the designer series paper, because it comes with foiled and dotted foil. I'm using this in the back. So that was, oh, I can't remember, shavings, let me measure. The outer piece is 3 by 1 1/2. The white is 1 1/4 by 2 3/4, and the blessed one is 2 1/2 by 1. Yeah, I wanted a big borders on each, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love this designer series paper as well. So let me just jot that down quickly. DSP for my panel is 3. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting now. It's 3 by 1 1/2, and then 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. Just so I can put them on the blog. And the blue card, the night and navy, is 2 1/2 by 1. I will put all the measurements on the blog for you as well. So what you need is a piece of A4 cardstock, which will cover your handle, which is 6 3/4 by 3/4, and this is 9 1/4 by 8 1/4. And then you're going to need a piece of 5 by 9 1/4, and we're going to score all these. So fetching is simply scored. I do love watching Sam Mixed Up Crafts. I think she's great, and I've done a couple of her projects, and I think, you know, I've even told her, and she's viewed them, and she's complimented as well. You're going to score this because it's only 3/4 of an inch at 3/8 all the way down to the bottom. And this is what we're going to do with our hand. We're going to fold this over, and we're going to glue that together later. It's just literally in half, but only leaving an inch at the other end. Do not glue the last inch, because that is where you're going to put your brads through. You're going to take your large piece at 9 1/4, and you're going to score it 1 1/2. Oh shit, 1 1/2 and 7 3/4. That doesn't. My stylus is there. I need some wax paper, I think. What you're going to do, turn it onto one side, and you're going to go at 1 1/2, and then at 5 inches, just put a little nick, just dot it there, and then you can flip it and do the same there. And while we're here doing that, I've got really long scissors. If you want to use a ruler, you can, and you're going to just snip from this corner all the way down to that point to give you the sides. So I'm doing that while I've got it out. You're going to take this small piece now, which is your 5 by 9 1/4, and you're going to score this at 1 1/2, oops, and 7 3/4, and turn it and score at 1 1/2. There we go. That's all the scoring. Relatively quick project, but I thought it was just the cutest little thing I'd ever seen. So before we burnish, I'm going to cut up my score line and take a little slice out, and off the ends as well. Just do that on both sides. And I like to work with A4 because it's not very often I buy the 12 by 12. I think I've got 2 slices left. I think yeah, I thought all the way up. I just took another little nick out there. But I had to come on and do a project because I was going to do Lally sitting in there. It's so uncomfortable. It's not. My sofa's not uncomfortable. It's just too uncomfortable for me. So we're going to remove these 2 corners now. And just take away the score line on both sides. I haven't gone up that score line properly. So, you can't see with these scissors. Yeah, just remove the score lines if you can, and then that's it. I think you're done with your scissors. I'll pop them away. Take my bone folder. I'm just going to burnish our score lines now. And this isn't very strenuous at all. I did all the hard work. It wasn't really hard work. Using the Versamark and the heat tool. So I just thought that with these gifts, and I thought this was perfect, like I'm saying, for that. Because everyone's gifted so many nice things. And to keep them all in the same place. Well, especially embossing folders and the stamp set. You can use tear and tape, fast fuse. I'm using a bit of Tombow. It looks a lot, but it's not, trust me. And you're just going to glue these sides down. Bringing your corners, making sure. That's why I'm using glue. It gives you perfect corners then. And then same on this side. It doesn't take long at all. I am going to be using tear and tape on the rest. My gorgeous friend Carol Ann sent me 10 packets, and some of it's slightly wider than the tear and tape you get from Stampin' Up, but I love it. For projects like this, it is fantastic. So, they're done, believe it or not. I'm going to pop that to one side. This, Sam used a piece all the way down to the bottom, but I don't see the point. I've only got 6 by 6 left in this, and you're not going to see the bottom. So I'm just going to glue this in. This is 6 by 6. Sam used 6 1/8 by 6 3/8. But like I'm saying, you're not going to see inside. I mean, if you wanted, you could do half the amount because you're not going to see inside. So I'm just getting a gorgeous little border all the way around at the top. And gluing that down. Getting it on my fingers a little bit there on my project, but don't worry, I will use my glue eraser when that is dry, which is now. But I don't want anything sticking, because it goes tacky and stays tacky, this glue does, once it's dried. You know, people use a little tiny bit and leave it to air dry, and then they tack down like gift cards and stuff like that. That's perfect. So I'm going to add tear and tape on here. This is the slightly wider stuff, which is brilliant. And we're going to add tear and tape. I should have done that before I made the box, actually. Yeah, if you're not already subscribed to Sam Mixed Up Crafts, go over. She's a wonderful, wonderful crafter, young lady. Very, very, very good at what she does. And she's a joy to watch. I think so, anyway. So I'm going to add some tear and tape on here. I know I should have done it before I made my box up, so it's a little bit challenging. thankfully, it's problem solved. You could always hang it over the edges if you wanted, I suppose, and then trim off the excess. So thank you for this, Caroline. You are a superstar. Look at that. Sticky fingers. It's really good stuff. And there it goes on the floor. I get hubby to get that later. I'm just using my bone folder. I love to squish it down because when I come to peel it back, then I know it's stuck down permanent. Oh, before we do as well, I've added my tear tape on here as well. Now, if you wanted, you could put more designer series paper on before you add this bit, but it's got a healthy border all the way around anyway, so sticking that down. Absolutely gorgeous. Look, I love that sentiment. It is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to peel these off. This project's nearly over. Just the handle, and this is nearly done. So what we're going to do, we're going to hold this right on there, and it'll cover those. It will cover. Oh, she says. Oh, please forgive me, jittery hands and stuff. And you're going to just tuck that all the way inside there. Use your bone folder, make sure it's squished down, and you've hidden those joints now as well. So perfect. So now you can gather this is just going to get wrapped round here. Isn't that wonderful? I'm going to take it off my tear and tape. Yeah, I had to come and do something. I was bored stupid. Perfect. It's all sealed in. I know you're all saying on your posts on Facebook, take your time, take your time, take it. I'm a stubborn old mule. And the best way for me to take my mind off pain is to craft. Literally, to craft. So now that is sealed in, you can't see any of the edges, they're all tucked in nice and tight. This is all one. Beautiful. So now we're going to have a little play with our handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. I got a corner rounder from Project Live still. So you've got to be careful. I'm just going to round off these corners. So we've got rounded handles now. And what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to put little holes in there. I've had these brads for years. I think I had them when I first joined Stampin' Up. And they like maps of the world. Oh no, they got flowers on. I thought they looked like the map of the world, but there's beautiful flowers on there, and I can't remember. They were called mixed brads or something, or classic, or vintage brads, something like that. So I'm going to go right on that middle line, about 1/2 inch in, and punch my. Oh, it's not even on the line. Look at this. The only thing is, I want it bang on the centre. Oops, can't see in this light. Yay, I got that one right. So on here as well, I'm going to fetch my tape, my ruler in. And it's about, you want to measure, oops, wrong end. You want to measure 2 inches from either side, so 6 1/4 this is. I'm going to go about 1/2 inch in. And I'm going to have to try my best. Oops. And punch a hole. Perfect. So when we go, we're going to make our little handle now. What you're going to do, you're going to fold. And I'm going to use my thinner tearing tape this time. I used glue before and it wasn't the best. So I want to leave 1 inch at either end. So if I take that there, start my paper there. And leave 1 inch for there. Not very dark. It seems quite dark in here today. I'm going to peel this off. And I'm also going to add a little bit of glue, just a little bit, as a guide. Just down this one edge. And it should help keep it together. So I'll just put a little bit in the middle as well. And then I'm going to fold this over. Squeeze that together. Oops, and then, oh, I'm going to put that there. And then we're just going to run a bone folder so it's nice. And then we're going to open these up and squash them. Yes, you only want enough just for your brad to go down. Start to bend. And there's your little handle. Isn't that just so cute? So now we're going to feed our brads through there. They may be a bit too big, but I love them. I think they're so cute. What I do as well, I'm going to get a tiny little bit of glue for the backs because the handles seem to move. And for me, I don't want them to. I want them stuck. So, let's get that over our hole. And push our brad in. And when that dries, it's going to dry perfectly into place. It won't move because the paper moves. And the brad is, even though it's pressed in tight, that glue now will keep that perfectly in place. The same with this one. Push it through. Making sure it's lined up perfectly. We're going to glue the back anyway. I just want to make sure they are in the middle and they're not going up anywhere. Isn't that cute? Looks like a little handbag. So that is nice and tight. Isn't that cute? Absolutely adorable. Love it. So I'm just going to now, glue these two together. I may even use both. I'll use a bit of tape and a little bit of glue at the same time, so I know it's not going to come apart. So I add tape. Please don't all tell me off in the comments as well, saying you shouldn't have done it, shouldn't have done it. I wanted to. And then I would be telling everybody else the same thing. Take your time, blah, blah, blah. I just can't help myself. I certainly don't want to sit on the sofa mopsing about, wondering when my next lot of painkillers are coming out. And am I safe to take them, because the doctor gave me some wrong advice. Which is not very nice. Well, you've got to stay awake for 24 hours. Right, peel this off. I'm going to add a little bit of Tombow in between as well. Oh, I've got a bit of paper stuck on there. There we go. I'm going to leave my items in there to give it a bit of strength. I'm just going to sandwich these two together. The tape is going to help keep it together and also allow that glue to dry as well. Oh, look at that. So I can put these stamps that I bought today in there. This one that was gifted. These beautiful dies that were gifted. Right, naughty stamps I call them. I've got that little one down there. I am missing a stamp. Where's that gone? Oh! Jesus. Ow! Oh, there it is. Look at that. How often do you see a stamp with twins? So these are going towards the back. Look, I've got my little dies in there. My little stamps. My gorgeous little gifts. Oh, you beautiful ladies out there that gifted these to me. I'll take those out of packets and chop the tops off them to make them look pretty. Yeah, I know, I've got an announcement. I said to you earlier, I've got an announcement to make. Well, I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm a hobby Stampin' Up demonstrator. And I've decided that that's all I want to be, is this hobby demonstrator. And I love the fact that some of you lovely ladies have wanted to try and shop with me, but I just don't. I'm not in it for money. I certainly am not in it for money whatsoever. So please stay with your own demos. But if you really need one, there's that beautiful sign again. Please find Danielle Rose. She is an amazing girl. And she's a hard-working mum. She works from home looking after an autistic child whose son 6 years old, bless her, and so she's a full-time carer. So she needs your custom. So instead of finding, you can come and watch me all you like. And I'm not going to stop anything. I am going to quit being a Stampin' Up demonstrator for 3 months. And then I'm going to sign back up just as a hobby demonstrator. It's just too much hassle trying to keep up with the quarterly minimums and stuff. So I'm going to take some time out. And then when funds prevail. But I'm not going to stop video making. I am never going to stop video making. You will still see me every single day. You'll still see me on my blog. You'll still see me on Facebook. I'm never stopping this. I love it. It's just, I want to go and buy other products as well. And start incorporating them in my videos. And, you know, using designer series paper that has run out of years ago. And I've still got loads in my stash. And I don't want to sell none of it. I want to use it. And I bought it because I loved it. So, yeah, I'm going to quit for a while. I will be ceasing Stampin' Up on the 1st of May. I was going to do it this month, but I'm going to wait till the 1st of May. Because I've got a few little rewards from those. So, and I can just, once I've spent them, I'm gone. I'm going to have 3 months off. So, but please look for the videos every single day. I'm not going to change a thing. The only time I won't be honest if I'm dying or dead or in a hospital, so. But do think it's a thumbs up. I hope you're glad you liked your project. And you will make one. But I do love you all. I'm not going anywhere, I promise. Just that you'll start to see other little things get blended in. Because I love my Stampin' Up stuff. But I like other things as well. So I am going to incorporate them. But I'm going to blow you all a kiss and love you and leave you for now. And I'll see you all soon. Bye.